My husband cried over his gaming PC until the firefighter said, "I'd be focused on my family." He went ballistic. Our house caught fire at 3 in the morning from bad wiring in the attic. We lost everything except the clothes we were wearing and our car keys. Our whole life turned to ashes in less than an hour, and all we could do was stand on the lawn and watch it happen. My husband kept begging the firefighters, "Can you save my gaming room? Please, just the gaming room." When they finally let us see the damage, he ran straight to his gaming setup. He started crying over his melted computer while I started dealing with insurance right away. He looked at me with tears running down his face and said, "My custom keyboard cost $800 and now it's gone." That was what he was worried about. The fire chief, Eddie, stopped by while I was on hold with insurance for the 3rd time, trying to find us a place to sleep that wasn't our car. He was younger than I expected, with kind eyes. "How are you two holding up?" he asked, which actually made me laugh. Nobody had asked me that yet, including my husband. "Honestly, not great, but thank you for asking," I said, feeling tears start to form. "Your husband seems pretty torn up about his gaming stuff," Eddie said, watching my husband drag burnt electronics onto the lawn. "Yeah, he hasn't mentioned anything else this whole time," I told him. Eddie looked confused. "I've seen lots of families lose their homes. Usually couples help each other through it instead of worrying about stuff like that." He looked at my husband again. "If my family lost their home, I'd be focused on them." I felt so grateful someone finally understood. "Thank you for saying." I was starting to think I was overreacting. Eddie started coming by to check on us every day, and each time he seemed more worried about me. My husband was too busy looking up gaming equipment online to help with anything real. Eddie brought me coffee one morning when I was meeting with contractors. "You're a lifesaver," I told him, taking the cup gratefully. "I haven't slept in 3 days." He sat with me while I tried not to cry about my mom's quilt that burned up. "Your mom made that?" he asked, and I nodded. "She died 5 years ago, and that was all I had left of her." Eddie watched me take 3 phone calls about permits while my husband sat in our car watching gaming videos. "You're really doing all this alone, aren't you?" he finally asked. "My husband already spent our emergency money on new gaming equipment," I admitted. "He said he needed it for his mental health." Eddie shook his head. "Disasters show you who people really are." He gave me his personal cell phone number. "Call if you need anything, even if it is just needing someone to talk to." I took it gratefully, as I realized this wasn't new behavior from my husband. He forgot my birthday because he was busy gaming just last month. My husband finally noticed Eddie coming around when he showed up with volunteers to help sort through the rubble. I found what was left of our wedding album and started crying. Eddie put his hand on my shoulder. "I'm sorry. I know this is really hard." I leaned into the comfort. At least someone cares. My husband saw it and yelled, "Why is that firefighter touching my wife?" Everyone got quiet and uncomfortable. Eddie stepped forward calmly. "I'm just checking on fire victims like I always do," he said. "Oh, really?" My husband shot back. "Looks like you're trying to take advantage of our situation to me. This is coming from the guy who already bought a new gaming chair with our food money." My husband grabbed my arm hard. "Get away from him." Eddie stepped between us. "Maybe you should worry about why your wife needs support from a stranger." He paused, then added, "You're clearly not giving her any." My husband started screaming, "Stay away from my wife. You're trying to steal her from me." Eddie didn't even raise his voice when he said, "I'm not trying to steal anything, man. Someone needs to actually care about this woman since you're too busy crying over your toys." My husband turned to me, all red-faced. "Tell him to leave right now. Tell him he's not welcome here." Instead, I asked him a simple question. "When did you last ask how I was doing?" I waited, and then asked, "When did you offer to make even one phone call about our house?" The silence after that told me exactly where I ranked in his life.